Welcome to Peaches and Cream. Today we're going to make oatmeal bread. This bread is the perfect balance between being hearty but at the same time soft and fluffy. Let's get started by combining in a large bowl 3 cups, that's 390 grams of bread flour, and 1.5 teaspoons of salt. Now add 1 cup, which is 90 grams of old-fashioned rolled oats, 1 tablespoon of yeast, 1/3 of a cup, which is 80 grams of brown sugar, 4 tablespoons, which is 56 grams of very soft butter, and 1 1/3 cups, that's 320 milliliters of warm milk. When the dough has come together, we're going to knead it, so just flour your countertop well and dump the dough out. Knead the dough for about 10 minutes or until it's really silky smooth. If the dough is too sticky, then just add more flour as you're kneading. Just make sure that you don't add so much flour that the dough becomes dry because it won't rise well and its texture will be very dense. So now my dough is nice and smooth. You can see that it's holding together really well. It's not sticking to the countertop really at all. I'm not having to use any flour. So I'm just going to grease a bowl with a tablespoon of butter. I'm greasing the bowl very generously. You just don't want the dough to be sticking to the bowl while it's rising. Place the dough in the bowl and make sure and coat both sides of the dough ball with butter. Cover the dough with either plastic wrap, a towel, or a lid, and let it rise for 1.5 hours or until it's almost doubled in size. It won't rise super high, but you do want to make sure that it has almost doubled. So dump the dough out onto the countertop and we're going to form it into a loaf. So to form a loaf, just start rolling the dough into kind of a log, making sure that the seam is on the underside and kind of curve the ends in. Just make sure that your top is nice and smooth. Alright, so I'm greasing my pan with cooking spray. This is, I believe, a 9 by 5 inch baking pan, and then just place your loaf into the baking pan. We're going to let it rise for about an hour to an hour and a half, covered in plastic wrap or with a towel or anything that will just keep the air from getting to it and drying it out. And it should crest about 1/2 an inch to 3/4 of an inch above the rim of the pan. And then you're going to bake it in a preheated 350-degree Fahrenheit oven for 35 to 40 minutes, and the internal temperature should be 190 degrees Fahrenheit. Brush the top with butter as soon as it comes out of the oven, and then dump it out on a wire rack to cool completely. So I couldn't wait to slice it, and so I'm slicing it while it's still warm. It actually slices really well even while it's warm, which a lot of breads do not slice well while they are warm. But you can see the steam rising off it. This bread is absolutely delicious. I love to eat it with butter. It makes great sandwiches, it makes amazing toast and French toast, and I love that it's so easy to make. I hope y'all enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to leave a like and subscribe for more recipes. Thanks for watching.